Pastor Paseka Mboro Motsoeneng and two co-accused have briefly appeared in the Palm Ridge Magistrate's Court in Ekurhuleni. They will remain behind bars until the next court appearance on Friday next week. The first three accused face charges of assault, intimidation, as well as contravention of the Dangerous Weapons Act. Now, this relates to an incident where Motsoeneng and two others used weapons to threaten teachers and learners at the Matsediso Primary School in Dludla in Ekurhuleni. The maternal family of the children that were taken by the controversial pastor have called for the release of two of their family members, including the maternal grandmother as well as the uncle.
Remember, this is the first time that the accused are appearing before court, so therefore we have to do a formal bail application to the Honorable Court. Yes. So at this stage, the state is opposing that they should afford an opportunity for 7 days. So this is where we are now. So this matter will be back in court on the 16th of August 2024 for a formal bail application.
You saw him there in those visuals. He's with us now in studio. That's SABC News reporter Dludla, who's here to give us an update on this particular matter. Calvin, of course, it's always a pleasure to speak to you, but let's talk about this particular matter. We saw the accused appearing in batches. We saw others in the morning, others in the afternoon. Why was that?
Good afternoon, Bongiwe, to you and to your viewers at home. That was a confusion even for media people, because when we got there, we knew that only 4 are appearing. Remember, there were 5. So we thought only 4 will appear today, and the other one they will mention or announce the date when that person will appear. But at 2, we saw Paseka Motsoeneng, known as Mboro, his son and his bodyguard only. And we asked Pindim Jonondwan, and then what is happening? And then she told the media that no, the other 2 will actually appear after. They appeared very late, Bongiwe. I think it was around 2. And it's a maternal grandmother and an uncle.
Why were they taken?
They were taken because they are facing charges of, both of them are facing charges of assault and intimidation.
Okay. So
Mboro and the other crew and the other suspects appeared earlier, facing multiple charges, including kidnapping, assault, possession of prohibited firearm, discharge of firearm, malicious damage to property, and possession of a dangerous weapon. That was Pastor Mboro and the other 2 accused. But these 2, maternal grandmother and uncle, that we are not allowed to mention their names. That is why I keep on saying maternal grandmother and uncle, because the Magistrate Ferreira told us that we don't have to mention their name, because that will be easy to track or trace the children that are involved in this case.
So when it comes into the children, do we know where they are? Because there was talk of them being with their maternal grandmother, but now if the grandmother is behind bars, what's happening?
We tried to speak to them. They were shying away from the media, because what we wanted to know is that because the family members, especially the grandmother, was in court, where were they? What were they doing? Where? Because, you know, these are children, vulnerable and sensitive, especially to such an issue that has attracted even the media. Different media houses were there, fully packed, contingency media. The contingent of the media that was there, even local media, all mainstream media were there. So you would ask yourself, if a case like this can attract media, where are the victims? So they didn't want to tell us, but what we know is that today the grandmother and the uncle were released on 1,000 bail. So I can say that today they will see them.
Now, when it comes to the court itself, let's talk about the accused, particularly Pastor Mboro. What was the demeanor? How were they behaving in the dock?
Bongiwe, as I have mentioned to you, that we thought they were 4 of them are appearing. So we kept on guessing as the media, is Pastor Mboro one of them? Because as I have mentioned earlier, there are 5 of them. So if they are saying 4 are appearing, so we don't know if Mboro will be part of them. But when they appeared, he looked so concerned and confused. He was like looking around. And when we asked the other officials there, the court officials, they told us that he was asking why these people are here. What are they doing? He looked so worried, so concerned. That is why in that interview that they played before this interview, I asked Advocate Shivase, who was representing him, that why does your client look so concerned? He says he doesn't look so concerned, but he's saying that he didn't expect her to stay this long because they will appear in court on the 16th of August. They are inside. They were kept in custody. So all of them were like concerned, and you could tell that these people are so worried.
Now, when it comes to the reaction of the community members, how has it been, and those who were present in court as well?
When we were told that the court, what we are here for, will be held at 1 o'clock, I had to go out because I had a lot of noise outside next to the gate. Community members were shouting, "Asimfunu Mboro, we don't want Mboro here, he must leave, we don't want to hear his name, he's a disgrace." That's what some of the family members were saying, showing the media some placards saying, "We don't want to see Mboro, he is a disgrace to the nation and to the community of Katlehong and the East Rand. We don't want to see him anymore."
So when then they appear next week, is it for bail information, or are they also going to be applying for bail as well?
That is what I asked his lawyer, because when the Magistrate Ferreira told the court that it's bail information, we asked ourselves, what is that? Because we were expecting him to say, you will appear in this court for bail application if you have to apply for bail. That is what is normal. That is what we know. But when he says bail information, we were so confused. But the lawyer that I spoke to on television, on 404, when I did my live crossing earlier, he said, no, the bail information is bail hearing. So according to him, as a legal expert, I can call him that, Mboro and others will be applying for bail.
All right, Calvin, we'll continue to watch the story through your eyes. Certainly lots of moving parts here.